Welcome to Military Panorama. On September 16, 2025, global security tensions are rising. Russia and Belarus intensify Zapad 2025 with missile launches. U.S. officers make a surprise appearance in Belarus. Israel expands its ground offensive in Gaza. Sweden boosts defense spending to a record level. And India pushes for self-reliance in defense. Let's break it all down. 1. Israel launches ground offensive in Gaza. In a dramatic escalation, the Israeli military has begun a ground invasion of Gaza City after 72 hours of relentless airstrikes. The operation, described by the IDF as a decisive step, targets Hamas strongholds, weapons depots, and underground tunnels. Civilian casualties continue to mount, with at least 46 deaths reported in the latest strikes. International observers warn that this operation could ignite a wider regional conflict if diplomatic efforts fail. Expert analysis. Israel's shift from airstrikes to ground operations signals a determination to dismantle Hamas urban infrastructure. However, urban warfare in Gaza is notoriously difficult. Prolonged ground combat may draw regional actors, such as Hezbollah or Iran-backed militias, further into the conflict, complicating Israel's strategic calculus. 2. Russia and Belarus conclude Zapad 2025 war games. Russia and Belarus wrapped up their Zapad 2025 joint military exercises, showcasing both conventional forces and nuclear-capable missile systems. The drills included the debut of the Oryshnik missile, which can carry either conventional or nuclear warheads. While officials framed the exercises as defensive, their proximity to NATO borders has heightened unease across Eastern Europe. Expert analysis. The scale of Zapad 2025 was smaller than past iterations, but the symbolism is powerful. By openly demonstrating dual-use missile systems, Moscow is reminding NATO of its nuclear deterrence capabilities. This plays into Russia's strategy of strategic ambiguity, keeping adversaries uncertain about thresholds for escalation. 3. NATO launches Eastern Sentry response. In response to Russian maneuvers and drone incursions into Poland and Romania, NATO initiated Eastern Sentry, a series of rapid deployments to reinforce its eastern flank. The exercises highlight air defense systems, surveillance operations, and joint readiness across allied forces. Expert analysis. NATO's quick response serves two purposes: deterrence and reassurance. By visibly strengthening its eastern frontier, the alliance sends a clear signal that border violations will not go unanswered. This also reassures frontline allies, especially Poland and the Baltic states, that Article 5 commitments remain credible. 4. Sweden increases defense spending. The Swedish government announced plans to raise military spending to 2.8% of GDP by 2026, exceeding NATO's minimum requirement and aiming toward a long-term goal of 3.5%. The move comes amid growing regional security concerns and Sweden's recent NATO accession. Expert analysis. Sweden's decision reflects Europe's new security reality. Northern Europe is rapidly militarizing, and Stockholm's emphasis on air defense and naval power will significantly enhance NATO's capacity in the Baltic Sea, a critical flashpoint in any future confrontation with Russia. 5. India pushes military innovation and integration. At the Commanders' Conference, Prime Minister Narendra Modi urged India's armed forces to embrace greater jointness between branches, while accelerating domestic defense production and high-tech innovation under the Atmanirbhar self-reliance initiative. Expert analysis. India is positioning itself as a major defense power with indigenous capabilities. Emphasis on joint operations mirrors global trends, where future wars will be multi-domain, combining land, air, sea, cyber, and space. India's success in this transformation will shape the balance of power in the Indo-Pacific. September 16 reflects a world at multiple flashpoints. The Middle East risks sliding into another protracted war. Europe braces against Russian pressure while NATO doubles down on deterrence. Asia sees India pushing for modernization to counterbalance China's rise. The global military landscape is entering a period of heightened volatility, where regional conflicts and great power rivalries intersect, raising the stakes for international security. These developments highlight a world on edge, from the Middle East to Europe. Do you believe the situation will escalate further? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Military Panorama News for clear, fast, and expert military updates.